Welcome back to my channel. This is a reading, just a daily reading for the energies going on. And I normally have been laying out the cards and then going through the whole storyline with you. But they told me today, they said, no, as you pull the cards, we want you to tell people. I think this has a lot to do with the dream I had last night. I did a short about it. Guys, I had two major dreams. I took a nap yesterday and got this major epiphany dream, like of all these. I really literally dreamed about being in an unfamiliar place, but I kept thinking it was familiar, but it wasn't. And I kept getting messages from all these different star beings that were coming in. And they were like surrounding me and letting me feel their energy. And so I had a couple of different dreams, and I had a couple when I was sleeping last night that I vividly remember this morning. So I asked what the main energy was, and I got transcending. I think a lot of us are going through a lot of major shifts with this new Pluto and Aquarius energy. And I was going to lay out the reading for this transcending, and they said, no, we want you to, I got to the second card, and they said, no. As you pull the cards, we just want you to tell them what you're picking up, what you're feeling. Okay? So for one, the higher chakras, the soul star chakra, which is right above your head, 6 to 12 feet, and the one that is the stellar gateway, which is 12 to 24 feet, inches above your head. We are, some of us that are mystics, readers, seers, psychic mediums, teachers, spiritual leaders, are starting to pick up on these higher frequencies. I know I'm not the only one. So you are, if you were one of these people that are in tune with your abilities and paying attention to them, you were starting to get messages in the dream state, on the astral level, even your waking hours. You are picking up these higher frequencies. Okay. I got a reading yesterday that's being uploaded. You'll see it before this one, where the Venetian Galactic Council came in. And I really firmly believe that in my dream last night, of all these spiritual beings coming in, that they were overseeing the whole project. They were wanting me to pick up on these higher frequencies and just telling me, you're picking these up now. You're picking these up now. And that was the overall message that I got. So picking up these other energies also is meaning bringing some of this unconscious to light. That's why I remember the dream. Are you remembering your dreams too? Okay. If you are picking up on these higher transcending energies, either you're seeing them in full-blown color, you're seeing them in black and white, you're picking them up in your dreams. Maybe some of you are picking up little nudges during the day of a dream you don't quite remember, but these higher chakras are opening up, and you're starting to get in these higher frequencies from these star beings, and these this higher evolution of angels that are coming in. Okay, so they're starting to give me messages about those as well. All right, or sometimes they even just send me a few words, a picture or two, and it's all starting to kind of gel, okay, in my aura, in my internal, because as my internal changes, I'm starting to see it in the outside world. Is this happening to you as well? Okay. Pay attention to it, because they are bringing in messages, and they're wanting me to tell people they're bringing in messages. Oops. Okay, so I got several cards that fell out. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. So some of you, as these other chakras are opening up, okay, you're going to start feeling these higher frequencies coming in, and you may feel like that you are actually missing something, or getting these messages that aren't quite making sense yet, because depending on you and how you work with energy, it is like for me, sometimes it can take up to a month before I fully integrate everything. So it might make you feel like you're missing something, okay? Because you're not quite understanding, or you're not quite getting the messages, or maybe you're just getting one or two and saying, feeling like, waiting for the message to gel, okay, inside of you. It just depends on how you work with the energy. So manifestation, creative accountability. Some of us are also starting to see in the outside world where the decisions and actions that we take, okay, in our every day-to-day life is going to play out in the future. However, depending on what kind of decisions you make. Are you making more decisions based on your spirituality? Are you feeling yourself opening up and making new decisions? Getting rid of some old stuff, coming into some new stuff? Because it's all being manifested going into the future. Okay, so here you are And you are integrating these energies, and you're now shifting your perspective of yourself, because you're manifesting everything you're feeling on the inside. It's starting to come out in the outside. Okay? So, guys, when this happens, when this transcending type of energy goes on, expect to see people that don't vibe with you slipping away. Expect to see locales changing. You might find yourself not wanting to go to certain places anymore because it just doesn't feel right, because you are now starting to see things in a different light and having a whole different perspective of yourself. Okay? It's like they're saying there's like a little bell ringing or a niggle, something that you are trying to make sense of. Okay? And as you start stepping into the new role of your more higher ascended self, you're going to start feeling more of those abilities coming to the surface. Psychic mediumship, mystic, seer, suddenly seeing, maybe you're just now starting to learn how to read cards, and all of a sudden you realize you're not reading them, you're just seeing and picking up the whole story. Okay? Even my perception of the way I do cards is coming in. I'm like, I don't want to read the cards. I want to, tell people what I'm picking up on what's, and look, here we go. The very next card, perspective. Okay. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So this is taking a step back and actually watching things start to play out. Okay. Or even seeing in your meditations, seeing yourself, seeing something, that's new coming in, and you're starting to actually pick up on that energy, and you're stepping into a whole new role. Okay, your perspective of yourself and what you believe and what you are doing on a day-to-day basis is shifting and changing, because you're now accessing these higher chakras. Maybe I'll do some readings on some chakras. I was trying to do a schedule, and my messages they've just been telling me the schedules just aren't going to work, because for me it's not. Doesn't mean it's not going to work for you if you're on a schedule and you've got your own channel, or you're reading for family and friends or whatever. It's going to be different for everybody, okay? Because everybody's different. I don't care if you have a twin sister. It's going to be different. So as I find as things that I'm learning and they're telling me, there's also, I'm starting my perspective of how things are how energy is working with reaching these upper chakras is changing how I'm going into the future. Okay, this might also bring about for some of you this Arcturus energy of physical and emotional healing of past wounds. You might have some past wounds come up that you haven't taken care of, that you're looking at and you're like, you know what, I'm done with this. Okay, maybe you're doing some shadow work on it. Maybe you have a past relationship that still comes back and haunts you, and you decide you're done with it. Maybe you even make an appointment to see a counselor. Maybe you shift up how you do your meditations. Maybe you go and check out some healing modalities you can do at home, and you shift into that, where all of a sudden you're all about healing. You're like, I no longer want this to affect my life, because you have these spiritual abilities that are coming up full blown, and you're starting to see the potential of healing, why healing yourself is so important. Okay, so you're starting to feel these energies, and you're now done with this, and your perspective has changed. Okay, what else? Telling me to change up. Hang on, guys. What's underneath? What's underneath? Cracked open. Guys, I got this yesterday. Hitting rock bottom. This is going into those upper energies. Okay? This is your higher self merging with these higher chakras. You're going to see all the orbs around her. She's starting to pick up on all these energies in some kind of way. Okay? This is talking about taking the time to put everything on hold while you integrate this energy. It's happening for you, not to you. You are leveling up, you're transcending, you're picking up these higher chakras. They're opening up, and you're getting this information in, okay, from your spirit guides, your angels. Maybe some of you have starseed energy. Well, I think we all do a little bit. And you're getting messages from the Venetian Council, Galactic Council. I know that card hasn't shown up, but they came in very strong yesterday, and then they jumped into my dream life, and they were showing me different things. So trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So in some sort of way, this is those, oh wow. Guys, you see this energy coming in here? You are leaving old behind and stepping into these new levels, okay? All right? And as you shed these old personas, these old ways of doing things and seeing things, you are moving into this transcendental energy, okay? You are leaving behind, because you've healed some things, and it's happening at this time for a reason for you. And things are going to clear up in the near future because you are doing these healings and you're realizing, you're seeing it, you're feeling it. You're starting to see it show up in your outer because your inner is changing. Okay? Again. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. This is, look at those giant lily pads. I absolutely love those. This is finding different parts of yourself that you may have left behind, that you're starting to remember are parts that are meant for you to shine in the future, and you're starting to connect with those too. While you're leaving behind these old personas, you're remembering and surrendering to some gifts, some abilities that are starting to become very known to you, okay, through this cracked open. And you're leaving the old behind, walking into the new, and you're also along the way finding other parts of yourself from other past lives that are meant to help you grow into the person you're meant to be, the leader you're meant to be, the spiritual leader you're meant to be, the psychic, the psychic medium, the mystic, the seer. Your abilities coming to the forefront, moving into grace, okay? You're remembering who you are, and the timing's right. Doesn't mean the outcome is totally assured because, again, there's some healing going on here. They keep telling me to shift the cards, so guys, hang on. Portals and inner earth just flew by. Portal again. They're saying to take that. Okay, so at the bottom, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wild card. This is some of you making the determined effort to step into this new, okay, with these new chakras opening up. So you might be, some of your dreams might feel a little disruptive as you're starting to, again, all the old is sloughing off. You're stepping through this new portal of being that's coming from this transcending. That's the underlying energy here, okay? And you're stepping into this new. Oh. A door is opening wide open to these higher frequencies. And the last card is the Golden Children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. You're stepping into the future. Okay? I've talked about this card before. Guys, this is about these special, those with special abilities stepping into the roles of the future. They're going to be called for further down the line in this Pluto and Aquarius energy, where people are upgrading those that are already on their path, that are going to be the spiritual leaders and teachers, mystics of the future. Okay, some of you, it's in your family heritage. I talk about lineage angels all the time. Lineage angels, to me, are a special type of angel that has watched over all of your family. Okay, every marriage, every divorce, every death, every birth, every anything you can think of that happened to you. They have watched your family line, and they look for these higher evolved from different lives or different past lives, where you're coming into these special gifts going in the future, that you're going to be the ones that people come to. You're going to be the ones that are leading us into the future. Okay, for those that are just finding their path, you are going to be the ones that will be in the limelight. You are the ones that are going to be, see how it's pulling all these people, these you mystics, seers, psychic abilities, teachers, healing modalities, whatever that the soul needs going into the future, especially those that are newer souls. This is where you're being called, and this is what you are headed towards. Okay, now this doesn't apply to everybody immediately. It might be in the near future. It might be over. You might be someone in your 30s, and this is something you're going to become, or you're working towards, or being called to in the future, that are going to be the leaders and the ones that are going to be the ones that are going to be the most help for those that need it. Okay. Let me get one more card. The cosmic heart. Devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. This is where you're seeing it all, okay? And being determined that, because you're being called, where things totally shift of your perspective of yourself. And you see all this light around her, okay? This is after you start integrating those energies in the near future, okay? Where you are now leading from your heart. You've got all this spiritual help around you. And you're going towards your leadership abilities expanding more fully. Rather it's healing modalities, rather it's a laying on of hands of healing, or some type of, I don't even like to say tarot reader anymore, because I'm not reading the cards, I'm reading the energy of the cards, okay? So I don't even like to say readers anymore. I like to say those with special gifts that are picking up on energy, or energy readers, you know, and that kind of stuff, okay? So guys, that's what I have for you this morning. And somebody's at my door. Hang on. So guys, you are transcending. It's happening. And it's happening for you, not to you. Embrace it. Embrace the new you. Your perspective of yourself has changed. Lighthouse.